What up? What up? What up? How's everybody doing this week? End of February, guys. We're rocking and rolling here. Episode 54. Uh, Churning right through. Got a lot to cover today, fellas. We're talking about MLB season, which is on its way, and there's going to be some rule changes. We're going to be talking about the impact that's going to have on the MLB season. We'll be diving into our all-time baseball segment as we're going to be covering right field, and we'll see what we got in store for the fellas today as they try to pick their all-time list. And then, is the wrong guy going to get the MVP award this year? And so we'll be diving into that. And yeah, of course, we got our It Happened in Today's segment, some things in the roundup, including the Indiana Bears. We're going to talk about that. And yeah, lots more. But if it's your first time with us, make sure that you like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube and on Facebook and Instagram. We always appreciate the support. Make sure you smash the like button. Help us in the algorithm here. And yeah, we always appreciate your comments. So make sure that you leave a comment. We'll throw it up on the screen, just like what we have here. What up, Lucito? Was good. And join the conversation. But first, let's introduce the starting lineup. We got with us the whole crew today is back in the building. Immediately to my left,
Josh from East Side.
Yes, sir. And immediately below,
it's your boy Big Zeke.
And last but certainly not least,
welcome everybody. It's Dave in the cut.
Yeah, in the building. Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
All right. Well,
it is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, Zeke is definitely in the MLB spirit. He's got that whole optical illusion behind him, which I just love. I think it's dope. Got the Brave jerseys on. He's ready. I got the Mets hat. I'm rocking. Dave got his Yankees jersey on. And Josh
is like, go Eagles.
He's still go Eagles.
Can't wait for football season to start. 2026. Let's go.
That's right. He's already thinking of like the draft and all that kind of good stuff.
Yes,
but we're not here to talk football, at least not this week. Maybe we'll get into a little bit of football at some point. But right now we're talking MLB season, fellas. Let's throw that first topic up on the screen and jump right in.
Yes, sir.
All right. As MLB season approaches, teams are formulating strategies to deal with the newly implemented automated ball and strike system. This week, an umpire missed 5 straight calls. How much of an impact do you expect to have on the season? And Zeke, I'm going to be coming to you in a second, but do we actually have the video?
We do, yes.
All right.
Here. So, here we go.
Another veteran move. Oh, yeah, we'll have a review here. Our first ABS challenge of the day.
Call the field is a ball. The catcher is challenging.
There it is, catcher challenging the ball call. The ABS review powered by T-Mobile. We will take a look, and it is a strike. So the catcher was right, and that one kind of right down the middle. Gets the called strike on the inside, and Contreras wants an ABS review, so we will get challenged.
Call the field is a strike. The batter is challenging.
Of the game already here in the first, called a strike. Contreras thinks it missed. We get the look. And that's a ball. StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. Gave up a...
Call the field is a ball. The catcher is challenging.
First, we've got a catcher challenge here. Our third of the game already. A ball was the call. And it is another successful challenge.
Caught a lot of the plate. 0 for 3 right now.
Bruh. Give it up.
What is going on, man?
Give it
Yeah,
up.
it's funny. Poor dude. I mean, that's the crowd actually cheered when he finally got one right.
Yeah, and that was after there were actually 2 more consecutive calls. I think there was a longer clip where they had like 5 missed calls in a row.
Yeah, it was 5. It's 5. And so, yeah, in the chat, say he should be fired. Zeke, anomaly something that you think we might see throughout the MLB season again at some point? First off, do you ever think that we'll see anything quite like this during the MLB season at all?
I'm not gonna say it won't happen. People got to remember this is spring training for a lot of these umps too, and you're
Mm,
not gonna see your more established umps at these early spring training games. These are guys who will probably be down here in the AAA ranks with the Red Wings. Um, my thing is, I like to see how aggressive teams are with it. Um, we're what a week or so into spring training. Sorry, I can talk. Spring training games, and we've already had 23 challenges, and they're actually being overturned at like a 56% clip. So I mean, I like to see that as working. I just don't think we'll see as many instances in real games with a lot of these umps. We umps are like linemen. Like you don't hear their name, you don't hear about them until they blow a call. Offensive lineman, you don't hear about them until they get a holding penalty or too many men down the field or something like that. But you look at a lot of these scorecards, there were numerous umps last year who had like 100% accuracy on their calls. That's just not sexy to talk about, so we didn't. But I don't think um I don't think it's going to be as egregious as what we just saw, where the guy has 5 straight overcall turns. If Angel Hernandez, what's the other name? What's the CB Buckner? CB
hmm
Buckner's pretty bad. If Cowboy Joe West was back there, it'd probably be bad. But I don't know. I've always been team get it right, and if this is going to be something that people are worried about it slowing the game down. I've seen it in action in Red Wings games. It doesn't take that. We see it in action in these spring training games. And the ump announces they want a challenge. 5 seconds later, it's on the screen.
Yep.
Play ball. So I don't think it's going to slow the game down at all, significantly. And if it's going to get the call right, then so be it. I like it.
Yeah, Dave.
Uh, I wish I was as optimistic as Zeke is. Zeke, you kind of sound pro umpire there a little bit, man.
I'm not pro. No, I'm not pro
I don't
umpire at
know,
all. I'm pro get it
man.
right.
Okay.
Yo,
I
full disclosure, Zeke used to do a little umpiring.
Oh
what do
yeah,
you?
I used to be an
But
umpire, and when
yeah,
I wasn't an umpire, I was yelling at umpires. So yeah, even with my experience as an umpire, I would harass umpires because I thought calls were wrong all the time. And then when I'm back there, I mean there were times where I'm like, yeah, you know what, that was probably a bad call, but I'm ready to go. And these are like 10-year-olds, so we out of here.
Well, I have a history of harassing umps because I just like to say, "Get it right, Blue. Let's go, Blue." You know what I'm saying? Get Blue out of there. Those types of things, But I'm not as optimistic. Um, there's going to be some umpire is going to have his Jordan game in the reverse, and I have to believe it will involve the New York Yankees, and I'll tell you why. Aaron Judge being 6'7" has been abused religiously with the slider low outside, cutters that break below the zone, and they call them strikes all the time. The Yankees are going to feast this year off of blown calls by umpires calling low balls to Aaron Judge. And Aaron Judge will probably see a significant increase in walks as a result. I think this is, at first, man, I was like, you get upset with the umpires, and you're like, man, I can't wait until the robot umps come and blah blah blah. I don't want to see robot umps. I don't want to see it get any go any further than it is right now. The balls and strikes, the ABS system. I think it'll be a good thing for the game. I do think that it's going to take a lot of power away from umpires who have axe to grind or might have an agenda. CD Buckner, excuse me. That's how I see it. There's going to be some complaining about it, I'm sure. And like you said, Zeke, these three these umpires that are down there now, these three consecutive overturn calls. Everybody is not on their A game right now. Even the minor league umpires, and we see that. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, but I think that it's going to be an adjustment for the major league umps, and I do think that there's going to be some "see, we told you so" moments, and I think they're going to be more of them than we would like to see, because we like to think of our game as, we don't want to think of our game as flawed, right? We would love to be able to say, I went to a baseball game, man, and like the umpire didn't take over the game, you know what I'm saying, and with bad calls and whatnot. To me, that's the perfect game. It's not the guy of course, without question, the guy going up there, pitching 27 up, 27 down. That's the perfect game, right? But the perfect game to me is where the umpire doesn't make the game about him. And I think in these cases with the ABS going on, I don't think the umpires will have that authority to really continue to make the game about them. And we've seen an uptick in that in the last couple of years, where umps, they want to stare down players and just completely make it about them. And I'm just really hoping that this ABS system changes that.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Josh.
Yeah, so for added context, as I'm constantly learning from you guys and understanding the game of baseball, it looks like back during the 2025 spring training test, 1,182 challenges were made with a 52.2 success rate. So obviously, with ABS coming online, this isn't anything unusual, right? Especially for spring training. And then going into the regular season, it looks like teams have they're allowed two overturn or two failed attempts at an ABS challenge. So if they challenge a call and it failed and it stands as it was called by the ump, they lose a challenge request and they have one remaining. But they can have unlimited amounts of ABS challenges if they continue to win those challenges back to back to back. So I don't see anything wrong with it, especially seeing that it's very unlikely. And as Zeke mentioned, with these umpires in spring training, they're likely not going to be those regular umps for the regular season. A lot of these guys are going to be umping in the lower leagues, and so I see a great benefit to this, especially if it'll hold the umpires to calling the game truthfully without having some sort of personal endeavor like Dave Jones was talking about. So I don't see it being an issue.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because as the game evolves, the catchers have been getting better and better at framing these pitches, leading to more strike calls, leading to more dominant pitchers, and lower batting averages and lower, just the game has become an all or nothing game. You either hit a home run or that's basically it. And so we'll see if this kind of morphs the game a little bit. I don't know that it will, but it's going to be interesting to see if the contact sport comes back around where, they're just put the ball in play, just put the ball in play, comes back around to being popular again. Sita says, I mean, if the ump gets it wrong, gets five wrong in a game, he should get a fine at least. I mean, I don't know about in a whole game, but like in a row like that,
Yeah, I could be wrong on one.
100%. Like 100%,
I
bro.
don't
Like,
know,
what are
man.
you doing?
Five in a game, that's pretty egregious.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Five in it. I mean,
Five in a game. I mean, you're talking like hundreds of pitches, though.
yeah, I can understand five in a game, but
What's
five in a
the
row
average-
like that,
What's
it's
the
like,
average
bro, bringing this up.
Top of the third or top of the first.
What's the
my biggest question is like Chris, you just brought up like catchers and how they've improved on how they receive the ball and framing pitches and everything.
Yeah.
I think with this, maybe we can get to the traditional catcher back in the squat, not all of this catcher on one knee trying to frame that pitch at the bottom.
Oh,
Maybe
very
this will
insightful.
improve.
Yes.
Maybe this will improve like catchers being in better position to combat the stolen base, like we
And
seen
the
in the
pass
past couple
ball.
of years. We've seen in the past couple of years where the game's been returning to the stolen base. You had Ronald Acuna go 40-70, and then the next year you had Shohei go 50-50. And I don't know. I mean, some of these guys, some of these catchers are back there. They're more concerned about framing the pitch than
Right.
controlling the run game. So now it'll be nice to see if we get a return to that. Also
For
with
sure.
the ABS, they go through and they went through and measured all the players. Like the ABS zone isn't going to be universal because I mean you're not going to have the same zone for Aaron Judge or Giancarlo Stanton as you do for Jose Altuve. So
Right.
it's going to be that much more. Each zone is going to be personalized to the player. So it's going to be fun to watch. I want to see how aggressive teams are going to be. Like I said, you just saw that clip where you had 3 straight calls or whatever in the first inning. I don't think we would have seen that in a regular season game. Because like Josh said, if you get it wrong, you get 2 wrong early, and then you need it in the 8th, but you don't have it.
Yep.
You end up losing the game because of it. I want to see how strategic teams are going to be with it. I wonder if they'll tighten it up toward the end of spring training.
A lot of teams are saying out of spring training right now because they were doing like rounds on MLB Network talking to a lot of the pitchers of like, who do you think should challenge the call? And a lot of them have been saying they're going to trust the catcher because the catchers do such a great job at framing the pitches. And for those who don't understand what framing the pitches mean, they catch the ball and immediately bring the glove up to the strike zone. So that way it intentionally is trying to deceive the umpire and to try to get a ball to be a strike or what have you, right? And so,
I'm just so bad,
bro.
yeah.
Can I
So
ask a question though? Because like for this whole framing thing, and I didn't mean to cut you off, Peasy, but I kind of still get stuck on this. Like I see framing in baseball the same way a shooter in NBA intentionally leans into a defender to get contact on a shot and make it to the free throw line. Like that's how I see it. And I feel like that's like part of the game, although it's like it's using the rules to your advantage, really. Um and so like as as these different systems come out like ABS to help alleviate, things like framing, do you think that the actual competitiveness of the game starts to diminish?
no, I don't think so. And I'll say this, like, you're right that it's part of the game. As far as like, but as a hitter, they always teach you to protect the strike zone,
Yeah.
especially on 2 strikes. You're swinging at anything close at that point, and so if the catcher is able to sneak one and pull one back, you're not you might be upset at the umpire, but the coaches are going to be looking at you like, bro, it was close enough for them to call the strike. You need to protect the strike zone. I'm just as and maybe this is one of my get off the lawn moments. You know what I mean? It's just a fan of like traditionalism. Is that like I think it like robs us. It might rob us of some of the classic MLB moments we had with the Bobby Valentine getting ejected after arguing balls and strikes. You know what I mean? Having to come back in with the mustache or the Lou Pinellas, kicking dirt on the umpires. These are classic moments that etch a moment in your mind for a long time. And maybe it's not the kind of moments that MLB is shooting for, but it is classic moments that, you may not get because now it's more of a strategic thing. Well, be
We
mad
don't
at
have those
yourself.
types of
You
managers,
called
man.
it wrong twice. You know what I mean?
We don't have those types of managers. We got Aaron Boone who will get out there and yell at an umpire every now and then, but I can't really think of anybody off the top of my head like a Bobby Cox or a Bobby Valentine or those old school managers, Larry Boa. I don't think we got that type of dog in the bullpen anymore, or in the dugout.
It's a very good point. Very good point, man. So we'll pay attention to that throughout the season as it develops here, and it's interesting to see the guys all starting to adjust to that in spring training. And I don't know if the WBC is going to adopt that as well. It'd be interesting to see if they do. Do we know if the WBC is adopting the ABS system?
I don't think so, because I think they're playing by international. Are they playing by international rules? So I don't think so. But to Zeke's point, real quick, with the ejections and stuff like that, and getting riled up. Don't forget, we still have close plays at the plate, and there's a couple of things. You're gonna have the high and tight pitches. Somebody gets buzzed, and then somebody gets hit. Oh, we need to get back, and ejections from
get warned.
That stuff's still going to be there. Aaron Boone's been ejected like I think 12 times in the last 2 years, man. 6 times each year. So that dude stays getting ejected, man. So he's probably carrying the banner for a lot of these guys that don't really know how to. Alex Cora will get ejected too. Now he's not afraid to get ejected, but for anybody else, like Mendoza. I don't think Mendoza got it in him, but whatever.
Nah, probably not.
To answer your question, Chris, WBC will feature the pitch clock, but no ABS challenge system. And mostly, the reason being that they're not going to adopt it is because international players lack experience with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. The pitch clock ended up being, I think, a great addition to MLB because you got rid of a lot of those players standing at the plate and wasting time for no reason, adjusting their gloves needlessly. And so, personally, I appreciate that. But let's stay with the MLB and let's go to our very popular segment here. We're going to be doing all-time right fielders.
Absolutely.
Dave, I'm going to be less vocal on this one, man. I watched the clip back last week. My bad, Doc.
What you mean?
I find that I'm very vocal and assertive in these, and it's supposed to be a joint venture. Man, and normally it just turns into Zeke doing a whole lot of heck no, get him out of here, and Dave's like, all right.
It's all good, man. I'm gonna assert myself if I feel like I feel like it's me and you against Peasy anyway. He's
always me and you versus Peasy.
It's like I think he out to get us, man. It's like he's got this agenda and the whole concept is just out the window.
I'm still mad at his catcher's list.
Bro, it's so unfair. Me out to get you. Would I do something like that? Josh, would I ever do something like that? That's just terrible.
I don't think so.
This is a Christian podcast, right? Y'all remind me of that every week.
Heathenry is going on right now.
All right. Now hold that thought and throw the first one up on the screen, Josh.
All right. 3, 2, 1, bam!
We started it off. It's you again, crazy. First up. But listen, you guys made such a ruckus last podcast when we did left fielders. And if you guys didn't watch that left fielder, Zeke was mad. He was there like, how dare you put Babe Ruth in left field? He's more of a right fielder. I'm like, but he's Babe Ruth, bro. He's an outfielder, and he plays some left field.
Zeke was mad because I knew that was the one time that I visibly saw Dave mad at me for a pick. And I knew Chris was enjoying every moment of that.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I was mad.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it putting him on this list now, just to kind of completely destroy whatever list you had. Are you going to cut Babe Ruth 2 weeks in a row now?
I was expecting you to put him 10th on your list. So the fact that you put him first and got him out of the way, this is the one time I can say I appreciate you, Doc.
There you go. Are we cutting Babe Ruth for the second week in a row?
You know, I I played right field. I was a right fielder growing up, and so I have an affinity for right fielders, man. Daryl Strawberry is my forever right fielder, right?
Yes,
Always,
sir.
always will be, man. And I got a picture. I'll bring it out next week. I got to meet Straw. He came to my old church, and he spoke, and he was a great man. And I got to spend like 6 minutes just standing around talking with him and took some pictures. And he's my forever right fielder. Straw, you won't be on this list, baby. I'm sorry, but with that being said, if you think I won't cut Babe Ruth 2 weeks in a row, you got to be kidding. You must be kidding yourself. Babe Ruth is out of there because I have 3 other dogs that I know are gonna annihilate this list.
Get
him out of there. Get him out of there.
Get him out of here. 182 WAR cut twice.
Get him out of there.
The man couldn't do more than that. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Let's get the next name on the list. Surprises already. I love it. I love it.
I gotta hear from Zeke first.
His jaw dropped like mine did. I think he just said what he thought.
Very rarely do I regret anything that I've ever said.
Today's the day.
I'm gonna let Dave take the reins on this one. Instant regret.
Instant regret. Here we go, fellas. Here we go. All right. Next name up. Let's go. But see you, Babe Ruth. You can't qualify.
Oh my gosh. 3, 2, 1, bam.
Tony Gwynn, man. I'll tell you what, like, before you guys jump in on this, Tony Gwynn is an all-time legend for me. He may not be on your top 3 list. He would certainly be on mine. The man was an absolute dog, bro. The way that he was with the bat in his hands was just something legendary and awesome to watch. 15-time All-Star. And he was just one of the last great magicians that we had, at least in my generation, all-time great hitter. Tony Gwynn, keeper cut.
Let me tell you something. This thing right here is severely shortchanging my man Tony Gwynn, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it only says Hall of Famer, right? It doesn't say 8-time Silver Slugger. It doesn't say the Gold Gloves, how many Gold Gloves he won in right field. This is highly shortchanging Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn is one of the best hitters. Look at this lifetime batting average. Look at this, man. It's ridiculous. Do you know that more people have struck out in a season than he struck out his entire career? Am I lying, Zeke?
No, you're not.
Bruh. I'm gonna let you go first, Zeke, because I went last time. But I
got nothing to say right now. I'm still, my flabber is all the way gasted, bro.
Son,
I'm
let me just say real quick, Babe Ruth was cut by Dave in the cut, and we had 10 viewers to pop on.
Here's my
twice.
This is all I'll say. We just waxed poetically about Tony Gwynn's lifetime batting average. Babe Ruth hit higher. That's all I got.
I get you, man.
Whatever you want to do, Dave.
So here's where I'm at with this.
With the war that was like 3 times as much. I'll just throw that out there too.
We're gonna talk this through a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because we're talking about the top right fielders, right? Meaning that at some point they had to play some defense, right?
Okay.
At some point they had to be an all around. So we've spent this doing this thing here, this segment, not just this segment, but this invented segment that we created with the top, catchers, blah blah blah, first base, second base, third. What we've done is I've watched us and how we operate, man. There are a lot of people that we love, right? But what I'm saying is, at some point we have to look at the totality of these all-time greats and what do they bring to the table. For me, Tony Gwynn, when you look at his position here, what does it say? It doesn't say outfield and first base. It says right fielder. That means this man spent his entire career in right field doing what he did, right? Look at the batting average, bro. I don't care about the home runs, man. It's Tony Gwynn. Mr. Get a hit. Mr. Get on base. Mr. 8-time Silver Slugger. Right?
Bro, that music is playing, bro.
It's playing, man. It's all good. I don't care about that music.
I'm about to get my shine.
I'm one of the owners of this show, man. You think I care about that? This ain't the Grammys, man. This ain't the Oscars or the Golden Globes. Ain't nobody gonna come.
They gonna bring the hook.
My waist and make me leave.
They gonna bring the hook. Tony Gwynn, keep her cut, Dave. Keep her cut.
Let's go, Zeke. What we doing, Zeke?
I mean, I gotta find somebody to replace Babe Ruth, so
What?
I guess we gotta keep him. I don't know. I mean, you just you just went 5 straight minutes.
Right after all that, if you say cut,
for me to say cut, come on.
Right.
It is what it is. Don't give me no charity vote. What are you gonna do?
Nah, you can't wax poetically that long and then cut.
Yeah, he could if he wanted to.
All right, what are we doing, man? The music about to run out.
We'll keep him for the sake of the segment. We'll keep him.
All right, keep Tony Gwynn. I appreciate it. I think he deserves to be on the list. But what's the next one? Throw it up.
The music is about to run out.
3, 2, 1, bam!
No,
The
man.
captain.
I'm sorry.
The captain. Need I say more? The captain.
You say less. No.
I think he's one of the greatest players of this generation. I don't even think there's an argument as of one of the greatest players of this generation.
That's what you did with your catchers list. Greatest catchers I've seen. We're talking all time.
We are talking all time.
His
But
career ain't finished yet.
Aaron Judge.
his career's not finished yet.
Listen, if he pop both Achilles tomorrow, God forbid, if he pop both Achilles tomorrow and had to retire, I'm just saying, if his career stopped today, would he be considered top 3 all time? I mean, you yanked Babe Ruth off the list quick, so nothing would surprise me anymore, pimp.
Nah, I'm just saying, man. Bro, you gotta understand this Babe Ruth take, man. I don't understand why you not seeing that, man.
I don't understand it.
Gotta tell me something.
Out of there,
I don't
man.
understand it.
He's out of there.
We're talking all time, man. Like all time.
And you said no to George Herman Ruth.
I did, man. I did.
Like arguably top 3 ever. And you said he can't even crack the right field list.
Bro. Here, this is who we replaced him with. Tony Gwynn, Hall of Famer, 15-time All-Star, 5-time Golden Glove, 7-time, I was wrong, not 8, 7-time Silver Slugger, 8-time batting title. 8 batting titles.
I have a question, Dave. If Babe Ruth were to be in the era where all of those awards were given, would he have those?
Thank you, Josh. Mr. I don't follow baseball asked the most important question of the night.
He probably would, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I know Peasy's gonna put 3 more players up here that I feel are better right fielders than Babe Ruth is. Peasy's getting impatient, so let's move on. Aaron Judge is not on this list.
He gone.
That's wild.
It's not wild.
Darn near.
You putting him on this list is wild. Next.
Right.
Yo, how many MLB players all time have won 3 MVPs? Not a lot. I just looked. It's 12. And he's one of them, even if he retired today. What's the next name on the list?
3, 2, 1. Bam.
Roberto Clemente, Puerto Rican GOAT.
Thank you. How you feeling about this one, Zeke?
I'm
Because he
absolutely
was on
putting
my
him there.
list. Huh?
He was on my list too.
Let's get it.
All right, say less. Shout out Boricuas. Roberto Clemente's up there. All right. Let's keep it moving, Josh. Let's keep it moving. That was the undisputed champ right there. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Okay.
Ichiro!
Okay.
Ichiro Suzuki. Now, I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. That batting average is not indicative of how great of a hitter Ichiro was. I think he hung on a little bit too long, and his batting average took a dive his last, I think, 3 years he was in the league.
This
But
is a great pick
all-time
to put
legend.
on this list, PZ. I'm gonna tell you why. How many Gold Gloves do you think Ichiro has in right field?
All of them.
Thank you. We're not even gonna put a number on it. All of them.
Can we swap?
No.
It's the last segment, man. Let us swap, man. Why you wilding, man? Come on.
No. Keeper cut.
Ichiro is historically one of the top 5 best defensive. Matter of fact, I think he was top 3 if I was from looking at it. He was top 3 defensive right fielders in the history of the game. Who do you want to swap, Z? We taking this segment over, man. We doing what we want to do. He just putting the names up there. We can do what we want to do.
Nah.
Well, you own 25% of this company. I own 25%. You feel what I'm saying?
It's like that.
Right
It's
there.
like that, huh?
I feel like
It's
Josh
like that.
whatever we want to do.
It's just a proposal. See how you feel about it. I think I'd rather have Ichiro than Tony Gwynn.
No. There's no rather. There's keeper cuts.
I'm talking to Dave.
Keep or cut.
I would agree
Talking
with
to Dave.
that. I think we should back up and we should take Tony Gwynn off and we should put
Josh, make it official. Tony Gwynn is off.
Or cut.
So right now we have Roberto Clemente and Ichiro.
You can't do that. That is against the rules of the game.
Chris,
Or
come to my living
cut.
room and stop me.
Listen, all I'm going to say is there's some interesting players on the rest of this list.
there are,
There's only one that matters.
but we're not done.
Keeper cut. That's
We
the
just
name of
said
the
we're
game.
keeping Ichiro and we're taking Tony
got
Gwynn
rid of
off.
Keeping Ichiro, and we're
Ichiro.
cutting Tony Gwynn.
You can't cut someone you kept.
What we just did. Next, Josh, next player, please.
Chris,
Let the record show, ladies and gentlemen, that they cut Ichiro, Gwynn, and they cut Aaron Judge and Babe Ruth because Yankees apparently suck.
They didn't cut Babe Ruth. Let that record show. They didn't cut Babe Ruth.
They kept Roberto Clemente, Ichiro, and Tony Gwynn. All-time great right fielders. Salute to you, gentlemen.
I promise you,
because
Chris, I'm going to make this promise to you, okay? This game is going to get a lot more interesting. So just
all right.
understand that, okay?
All right. Well, we'll keep throwing the names up anyway, even though this segment should be over.
Whatever.
And we're going to fly through the rest of this list. No more soliloquies.
We're going to take our
Juan
time.
Soto,
Get him out of here.
keeper cut.
Get him out of here. This is not a keeper cut segment without Zeke saying get him out of here within the first 1.7 seconds. So it's official. Get him out of here.
All right. There we go. Next one.
Oh, I like this one. Bam!
Mookie Betts. The man is a champion. 4-time World Series champion. Say what you want
Man
about
is a
Mookie Betts.
shortstop.
The
Get
man
him
has
outta
made a
here.
difference throughout his career.
Get him out of here.
All right. Keeper cut. Next
Outta
one.
there, man.
He gone.
He gone.
All right. 3.
If I don't see Henry,
Technically, all these guys are cut anyway. Because technically, you already made your decision. So all these guys
Yeah,
are
we made our
technically cut.
decision. We kept Ichiro and we
But
kept Roberto.
what's the next name on the list?
Bam.
Reggie Jackson, man. Mr. October.
I don't know about
Josh,
that.
how many more players we got on this list?
You got 2 more after Reggie.
Okay.
Mr. October, another Yankee great. But of course, we know on this segment, Yankees suck. So can we just conclude that we're cutting and we're moving on?
It's
Hold on a
February.
second, man. Josh, I got to jump in studio mode real quick.
Do you think?
I know.
I don't understand. Who said he sucks? Let's go back. Let's back up.
All Yankees apparently. Judge is not that great. Babe Ruth is not that great. Reggie Jackson is about to get cut. I'm surprised Zeke hasn't said get him out of here by now. We moving on.
Days
Go
in
ahead.
studio mode. I'm being patient.
Go ahead, man. He good. He can move on. I'm doing my thing over
All
here.
right, he's
I
cut.
just got
He's
something
cut.
I'm gonna put up here.
All right, next one.
The only thing is, Dave, I think if I click on this next one, I won't be able to take it live.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a
Did you
second.
see that happen just now, guys? Nope.
All right, out of studio mode, man. Come on, let's keep this game moving.
This dude, man.
I don't know what you're doing. You trying to cheat something?
I'm not cheating, man.
You using Google, ain't you?
I told you it was going to get more interested than that. So
All right, here we go.
go ahead, Josh. Do your thing, man.
All right, here we go. Uh-oh.
Oh, something happened.
Hold on a second.
Got it.
You got
There
it?
we go. It's the Frank Robinson himself. 107 WAR, two-time MVP. The man is a legend in the game. I'll tell you that much.
You know what else the man is?
Keeper cut.
Gone.
Cut.
He's gone. That's what he is. I
Well,
don't see
technically, you
right
cut
foot
everybody
up
on this
anywhere.
list.
Get him out of there, man.
All right, next name on the list.
Big Zeke, you good with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. This is your last one right here. You ready?
Well, they cut everybody. They kept Gwynn, but we're going to give him another shot anyway. 4-player edition of Keeper Cut. Henry, Hank, Aaron.
What are we doing, man? What? It's not even a question.
We should have started this list with 2 slots left because he was automatic number 1.
Yeah. But that's okay, Zeke. We'll be fine.
Wow.
Okay.
We're going to be fine. So that's our 3, right?
Yeah.
What's
Go
your three?
wait. There's more.
Clemente?
There's
We
more.
got Roberto, we got Ichiro, and we got Hank.
And Gwynn.
What did he say?
And Gwen.
No, not Ann Gwen. Not Ann Gwen. You know who Ann?
No Judge, no Ruth, no Reggie.
Four right fielder.
Hey!
And
That's
Babe Ruth.
We're bringing Babe Ruth home. We're bringing him home.
You got
This
to
is
Nah.
our show. We could do
Well, you
whatever.
you swapping someone else too to bring
Nah, man,
Ruth
we
in
not
too?
swapping nobody. You see what the thing says? It says the top 4.
Bro,
Right?
what's the sense of going through this at the end? You're just gonna pick whoever you want at the end?
Chris,
So like, you know
this is the
what?
first time we've done this in the last segment of this. Man, chill. Relax. You've had your fun. Let us have ours.
Relax.
I had plenty of fun.
It was
I
my
had plenty
master
of fun.
plan the entire time. You are too easy to read, Peasy. Too easy to read.
Babe Ruth,
How many times have you
Judge,
put the best player out
Ichiro.
first? How
I
many
agree with
times
you.
have you
Now,
done
well, I would switch out Ichiro with Hank Aaron. My list would be Babe Aaron.
You said what?
I-
What? No, you know what? I just fell for the banana in the tailpipe. You did that
What?
to get that reaction, and I gave it to
You
you. My
you
bad.
think Hank Aaron is better than Ichiro?
Bruh, I just had to remember that this is a Christian podcast and my mom is watching because I almost said
Wait a
something
minute.
very, very bad.
You better
You don't
believe
think
it. She's right here.
you don't think Ichiro is? You don't think Hank Aaron is better than Ichiro?
I absolutely think Hank Aaron's better than Ichiro.
So then, what are you talking about?
Didn't you just say you'd have swapped? You said you'd have kept who?
I would have swapped Ichiro with Hank Aaron.
You meaning you would have taken Ichiro out for Hank
Yeah.
Aaron?
Yeah,
Okay.
on
Oh.
on Lucito's list, he had Babe, Aaron Judge, and
Okay. You're
you know,
forgetting.
if I was drafting a team,
No, he's
that
got.
would have been my
Hank
3
Aaron is
picks.
on
No,
his
he's
list.
got
What are you
Babe,
talking about?
Hank Aaron, and Ichiro, not Aaron
Yep.
Judge.
You Lucito's
No,
a
Aaron
Braves
Judge.
fan like me. You think
No,
he's
I
going to
know.
Aaron Judge?
Judge is he tied Roger Maris. Like,
He beat
bro is
Roger
one of the
Maris, bro.
he beat. He got 62. Yeah, he got 62. He got 62. Bro, the dude that
I mean, go
if
gloves.
it wasn't for Bonds, he would be your all-time home run record if it wasn't for the steroids era.
Bruh, you gotta remember. Okay, you said steroids era because I was about to say there's a chart I have that shows him celebrating, and then you got Barry Bonds and like Sammy Sosa like 8 times and McGuire and yeah. Listen, Judge is dope. I'm not gonna sit here and knock the dude. He's dope.
You would rather have Ichiro on your squad than Aaron Judge?
Yes.
See, like I wouldn't. I'm not.
Here's the thing here's where you're getting lost with this whole thing, PZ. Okay, Ichiro, man, this dude came over here, and how old was he when he was a rookie?
He was like
And
28, 29 years old.
when he was an MLB rookie, bro, he had to start over when he left his home country. He had to start over, and all he did was come over here and start breaking hit records, man. Like how many hits did he end up with? Wasn't it 203? I can't remember how many, but
Listen, if the
200
man
hits.
played his full career from a young 20-year-old to when he retired, he would have way surpassed Pete Rose's record. I'm pretty sure 42-56 wouldn't even be the number right now.
And we're just talking. That's
but,
hits. That's not even the
but keep
defense,
it real.
man. The defense is
That
ridiculous.
record.
Defense is phenomenal.
Yeah, but you guys cut Pete Rose, so clearly that record is not the end all be all. The hits record.
No,
You guys
okay,
cut
we're
Pete
talking
Rose.
about the hits record all time, hits record per season, the defense that he played, the bases that he stolen. Like overall, Ichiro was a much better player than Pete Rose, in my opinion. He just didn't have
But,
the
but
years
is he a
behind his
better
career.
player? Like if you were building a squad, you're choosing Ichiro over Judge, bro?
Yes.
I'm not.
Okay, well, this is not your list.
I'm
We
surprised
wouldn't
the
have to
Yankee
fight over
fan
our
on the
right
panel.
because you take Judge, I take Ichiro.
The Yankee fan on the
Are we
panel
not
is
talking
not
about?
agreeing with me.
We're not talking about prime. Like when these. Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
he's gone.
You guys got him angry.
I'm telling you, every time Chris says something stupid on the podcast, God disconnects his feed.
Oh,
he took days.
you
bro.
guys froze or I froze?
You
You
froze.
Bro,
disappeared,
you
bro.
left the.
Your
you left
weekly
the building,
disappearing
man.
act.
Your joint just dropped.
What?
You know what? Maybe that'll be my clip. I'll just clip
Hey,
every time Chris disappears from
What's
the
the
podcast.
company you work for, Chris? What's your company?
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm looking at the YouTube feed trying to figure out if I froze or you froze.
Oh, it was you. You
You
dropped.
disappeared, pimp.
You dropped.
I dropped. I saw my
Yeah.
screen. My face was still on the screen, and all
No,
yours
Dave.
left.
You dropped,
Dave,
bro.
you know what this is like, right? This is like homeboy that got knocked out, and then he passed out, and then woke up. Like, what happened?
What
Chris,
did you hit me with?
tell your company to stop sending you to Mexico and send you a Mac.
Dang.
Bro, I'm on. I'm on an iPad. That's Apple.
We need a Mac, bro. We need a Mac. We're gonna work on that, all right?
Yeah,
So
we can work on
anyway,
it.
man, let's go back to it. PZ, give us your blessing on the 4 right fielders, man, and stop fronting, please.
Yeah, we good, man. We good. We're
Yeah,
gonna move
right,
on.
man.
We're gonna move on.
The right field was hard, man.
Top 4 right fielders.
Yeah, right field is packed.
It is.
I mean,
it really is, man.
There's plenty of other players that we could have.
All right, can I ask?
Didn't Dave Parker play right field?
He did, man.
Cobra
He did
was a
play right
beast.
field. There was Al Kaline.
Al Kaline, yeah.
Kaline is like, come on, man.
Chris only gave us one black and white player this time. Good job, Chris.
Let me ask you guys a question. After all the segments with pick your top 3, who would you say out of all of those players were the most impactful to you, and what position would you choose if you could be named on any one of those lists?
Seeing as though they had to make this a top 4, I'd say probably right field.
Right
I would think, right?
I was about to say, like, you gotta be.
So for
Apparently,
me,
we saved the best for last.
Uh-huh.
So for me, growing up, man, I always wanted to play right field. I always wanted to play right field because of Darryl Strawberry. Now, it's very weird because Straw didn't end up being a Yankee until later in his career. But he was – Willie Randolph is my forever Yankee. He always will be. But when I was in high school, I grew 4 inches over the summer between my freshman and sophomore year. So when I came back, I was really awkward and I was trying to find my footing and stuff, you know. And my coach said, "I'm going to put you in right field." He was like, "You know, you can hawk balls down. You know, you fast as a gazelle, but it'll give. If I put you in center, you might get lost. Right field, you're gonna find your place. You know what I'm saying? I always played outfield in little league. I played a little bit of second base and I hated it, but outfield was my thing. But Daryl Strawberry came along when I was like finding my stride, man. Daryl Strawberry was 6'6". He was real thin, but he could play defense, man, and he could hit. So I modeled my game after him. I just watched how he moved and how he approached balls and stuff like that, and I just saw somebody that looked like me. You know what I'm saying? And it was cool because I had somebody that I could watch his games and I could just watch how he attacked pitches and stuff like that. So right field is always going to be the field of dreams for me. As far as the player, Josh, are you saying like all out of all the positions, which player do you think had like the most impact on me out of all the ones that we selected?
Yes, correct.
I would say this is not just because of the whole color barrier thing, but I would say Jackie Robinson for me because what a lot of people don't know about Jackie Robinson is that Jackie Robinson actually wasn't the first choice that they were looking at to bring up to be the first black player to come up. They were actually looking at Josh Gibson. But Josh Gibson had problems with drinking and just like he just had a lot of skeletons. He had a lot of stuff going on. And he would have been a PR nightmare. When you look at Jackie Robinson, man, Jackie Robinson not only was he a collegiate athlete great collegiate athlete, he was also a military veteran. You know what I'm saying? He was a married man. He had great morals. And he was just, if it was going to be anybody, it had to be Jackie Robinson just because of everything that he was, just his overall makeup. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, his resilience, and not only could he play ball, but he had to put up with so much. And I think lesser men did break. You know what I'm saying? And I just look at him, man, as a prime example of, you know, how sometimes you have to humble yourself. Even when you're not in the wrong, you have to humble yourself, man, and just say, you know what? This is what God has for me. God has me in this position for a reason. He's throwing this stuff at me for a reason. And so I've always had a lot of respect for Jackie Robinson for that reason. So for me, the position would be right field, but the player would be Jackie Robinson, man.
Nice.
You know what I'm thinking as you guys are talking. Maybe this would be fun. Is that perhaps next week or maybe right before the MLB season starts, we can have a draft of the players that you picked during these segments, and it could be Zeke versus you, and I'll be the judge of who I think picked the best team out of your top three picks. What do you think?
Okay, I like that.
Did we ever get to pitchers?
Nah, we we didn't figure out how
No, we
to.
didn't figure out pitchers because I mean there's a million pitchers, but
Yeah, I think with that we can like shout out to Brady. I don't know if you're watching or if you will watch this one, but you gave a suggestion. Maybe we can just list our top rotation, like our top 5 starters and top 2 relievers or something.
okay, yeah. All right, bet. Well, let's keep it moving, fellas. Great job on that segment.
And
Um,
get to tell my most impactful
Yeah,
player.
I'm trying to hear Zeke's, and then I'm even trying to hear yours, PZ, real
oh,
quick.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Chris was like, enough of this baseball stuff. My most impactful player wasn't on the list. He wasn't considered one of the all-time greats, but he was my favorite player growing up. I was probably flipping through the channels somewhere around like 1990, 91, and I saw David Justice arguing with an umpire over balls and strikes. Ironically enough, we're talking about the ABS, and for some reason that made me like him. I don't know. Um, and the Braves being on TBS, like having that access to them, he became my favorite player. The Braves became my favorite team. So I think it would be easy to say that I probably wouldn't be the fan I am today if I didn't happen to catch him in that at bat at that moment. Um, I mean, he was a good player. He wasn't just somebody who argued with umps. Like I believe he won Rookie of the Year. He's got at least one ring, maybe two. So he was definitely a good player. Just not considered all time great, but he's one of those, like, he wasn't the best, but he was my guy.
Iconic.
Just like Dave with Darryl Strawberry. Straw wasn't on the list, but I've been hearing Dave talk for years about how Straw is his guy.
Mm-hmm.
My position, first base. That's my love. That's what I did growing up. I actually started as a center fielder, if y'all can believe that. I was pretty good at it, but as I got older and more players started coming along, there was more players that fit better in that position. So coaches stuck me at first base, and yeah, that's where I excelled. Watching guys like Frank Thomas and the big cat Andres Galarraga, who I don't think gets enough love.
No, he doesn't.
That was my guy, especially when he came over to the Braves and his battle with cancer and everything. And he came back from that and had a couple more great years. So, yeah, if I ever made it to the pros, not necessarily the majors, but just the pros, I would love to continue my career as a first baseman.
Nice. What about you, Peasy?
So, favorite player and favorite position, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mets got a long, tortured history. I mean, my favorite player with the Mets would be something completely different than my all-time favorite player. My all-time favorite player is easily Ken Griffey Jr., man. He was a legend to me. He was I just loved that the swing of his. And even though I grew up a Mets fan, easily, like I always considered the Seattle Mariners my second favorite team. And that was not because of anything other than Ken Griffey Jr., right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I ended up playing center field kind of by chance because I grew up wanting to be a shortstop, and I got to do that for a long time until, eventually it made more sense, kind of like what Zeke said, to help the team because like with Soda, we were terrible in the outfield. We were getting beat every single game. It seemed if you could hit the ball to the outfield, you could beat the Silverhawks. And so, I was just there like, all right, I'm done losing. And so I went out there and we locked it down in the outfield, and I started to fall in love with the outfield. But my favorite player was already in the outfield, and that was Ken Griffey Jr. And so, yeah, so that'd be it for me.
Nice. Good stuff.
But great question, man. All right. Well, we're gonna stick with the NBA now, and this is an interesting one. I gotta say that when I saw the article, it made for a sensational headline. It's going to be interesting to see the kind of takes that the guys make. But the headline was the 65 game fiasco in the NBA, if you even want to call it that. The NBA implemented a new rule that players must play a minimum of 65 out of 82 games in order to be eligible for MVP voting. And so, in response to players taking rest days, in response to the Kawhi Leonards of the world, right? And back to backs, not wanting to play back to backs, and a lot of people not adapting the same mentality. I would say that a Kobe Bryant and an Anthony Edwards that we have in today's game has, which is the fans come out and they pay to see us play. Darn it, I'm going to be out there on the court, right? A lot of NBA players don't have that mentality. And to give the NBA credit, they tried to inject something into the rules to bring that back by force. Did they go too far? Well, this NBA writer may think so because they think that the NBA might have put themselves in a position where they may be giving the wrong guy the MVP. So, guys, do we think this NBA rule has gone too far? And I guess I'll go to you first, Dave. Do we think this rule has gone too far, or is this a big deal about nothing? The guys are going to have to learn and adapt.
I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet, man. I think because there's not much to it. They're just gonna have to learn and adapt. I mean, you know, I think what happens is an organization like the NBA, man. Sometimes they can't get out of their own way. They overthink things and they try to be overly creative with these little things to try to push or motivate players to stay on the court or what have you. I think that's this scenario is one of those situations where they kind of created this little thing to keep people on the court, keep players on the court, whether they're hurt or not, to say to dangle that carrot in front of their face and say, listen, if you want to be eligible for these accolades, you need to be out there playing. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel that the NBA has a history of doing these little dumb things, man, that just really make no sense. If they obviously something like with the MVP voting, you can't completely put that in the fans' hands because God only knows who will end up being the MVP. You know what I'm saying? You get people in baseball like get voted to All-Star game and all this kind of stuff, and they literally have played like 13%, 15% of the games the whole season, and they end up on these rosters. So I think this is just really like I don't know, man. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I feel like the NBA MVP, I feel like it's been watered down anyway. I don't really, that's just my opinion. Then that's not saying that the people that have won it don't deserve it. I feel like Joker has definitely, he's definitely earned it. But I just think the competition in the NBA just isn't what it used to be. And I know I sound like the old, man, yelling at the sky, get off my lawn or whatever. But I grew up on a whole different NBA than what's being played right now. So you're gonna find I'll be hard pressed to say that the MVP award that I even care whether these guys are gonna be eligible for it or not.
See,
Yeah. So this this article, I think it took a lot of cheap shots. Sounds like maybe whoever wrote this, their favorite player might be in jeopardy of not being able to win any awards at the end of the year. The league brought this on themselves. It started when the whole load management culture took over. They are literally asking their players to play roughly 80% of the schedule. 80%. And that's a problem. I don't understand that. So if my job said you could have Fridays off for the rest of the year, just show up Monday through Thursday. We'll give you Friday, Saturday, give you Friday off. Don't worry about Saturday, Sunday. But you're scheduled to work 5 days a week. Pick whichever one you want to take off with no penalty, and we'll still pay you.
Yep.
I'm signing up for that.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
you're
give us
still
80%.
eligible for your,
Give us 80%.
you're still eligible for your end of the year bonus. Huh?
That's 80%. 72 days out of 130.
Yeah. Give me 80%, and you're still eligible for the end of the year bonus. We're still going to pay you. You don't have to worry about losing your job. I'm not crying about that.
No.
I mean, listen, if these guys, what the old adage for athletes, your best ability is your availability, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not available to ball, you shouldn't be eligible for these end of the year awards. I mean, there's been plenty of times where we hear, oh, if he would have just played a few more games or gotten a few more at bats, he'd be eligible for the batting title or he'd be eligible for the rushing title, but he wasn't on the court, he wasn't on the field, so sucks to be him. I think that I don't understand why the NBA has to be any different. You paid for 82. If you give us 65, you're good, and that's a problem. I don't. This what was we set a record last week. We haven't set it yet this week, so I'm gonna throw it out there. It's a nothing burger,
There you
sour
have it.
grapes.
Josh.
Hey man, I think these guys said it. Nothing screams MVP to me than a person who knows what role they play on a team and the impact that they leave on the court and making themselves available, like it was said, so that the team ultimately meets their goal, which is winning.
Yeah.
And so if these players today are upset with the well said statement that Zeke just put out, there's 80% of the games. The problem is not with the league. The problem is with the players. And I honestly do blame this culture today that that supports such a thought statement. Now I get it. There are times where you just can't. Whether you're sick, which again is no excuse because the goat played through the flu. Um, whether you're sick or you have a family emergency or something just went wrong and you weren't able to play a game, or you're dealing with a true injury, understood, no problem. But if you're just taking the break because it's available to you and you can't live with uh 17 games for that break, the problem again is not with the league, it's with the player. So you you have to blame the system a little bit for allowing it, but at the end of the day, it's all about the mentality, it's all about being available, it's all about um, living up to the title of MVP. Now, I will say that with the allotted time off, the allotted games missed in order to be eligible, you can see, right? I think the writer is on a little bit to something. You can potentially see somebody get MVP that doesn't absolutely deserve it, um, over someone. And I hear you on that. I hear them on that. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I know Zeke is churning at the he's churning. He's ready to say something. And so I'm interested in hearing that. But to me, based on the player's skill, the player's ability, I could see something happen like that. And it could potentially be, I guess maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe if you truly are MVP, then you will play. You'll play and you'll play through it and you'll make it happen. But I don't know. I could see a little bit of validity to the statement.
Yeah, Zeke, I see my time to you.
I just wanted to say, like, while you were talking, Josh, I was thinking about the segment of the article where the writer was listing the potential winners of these end of season awards, and the one that caught my eye was Cade Cunningham,
Yep.
who could possibly win MVP due to this rule. And when I think of that, Cade Cunningham is currently playing for the Detroit Pistons, who have the top record in the East, and I believe the second best overall record in the NBA.
Yep.
And not long ago, the Pistons were one of the bottom feeders of the league. That's how they ended up drafting Cade Cunningham, because they were so bad. And I've been envious of the Pistons because I've seen their turnaround compared to the Bulls' struggles over the past few years. And it's remarkable how fast the Pistons have become one of the top teams in the league. And he's a key piece of that. I absolutely think he deserves a look at MVP. like him being listed as a, well, if Shea or Joker don't get the award, we might give it to the wrong guy, and that wrong guy would be Cade Cunningham. That's ridiculous. The man is having a great season. He's spearheading an awesome turnaround, and he absolutely deserves a look at MVP. Most valuable, right? We're talking most valuable player. I don't think the Pistons are in this position without him. So yeah, that part is like I wouldn't see him as the wrong player getting MVP if he won the award, mainly because he's been available and he's spearheading this team who has a good look at number one seed in the East. So that, even that part of the article, it was like, look, if these guys are out there and they're balling, yeah, we all know the superstars, we all know Joker and Luka Doncic and Wemby, but if they're constantly sitting for whatever reason, if there was a way to like prove that they were out because of a legit injury and not just because, oh, it's a back-to-back and we're not doing that, then okay, maybe I'd say this rule is a little flawed and there needs to be a little bit of leeway. There's no way to prove that. And we've had players come out like before the season even started, I'm not playing back-to-backs. Then don't expect to win any awards at the end of the season. Plain and simple. You know the rule. That's the rule. You don't like it, oh well. Get your butt on the court and play.
Well said. All right.
Very well said.
It happened. It happened today.
Yes, sir. Here we go.
Yeah, Z.
We took it to the square circle this week in light of the Clarissa Shields fight and news that we're gonna have Pacquiao Mayweather too.
Oh,
On this day back in 1964, Muhammad Ali, FKA Cassius Clay, wins his first world heavyweight title when Sonny Liston fails to come out for round 7 at the convention hall in Miami Beach. My man said, "No mas," and made my man quit. Dang, Muhammad. And then, quick math, 25 years later, Mike Tyson came out and beat Frank Bruno. Like, I'm trying to remember Frank Bruno. I don't know if I've ever heard this name until I saw this. It happened today. I wasn't big in boxing, but Tyson beat him and took his belt. So, yeah. You got two of the greats in the sport winning a title on the same day, 25 years apart. And I just thought that
You know,
was
it's
interesting.
funny. It's
So,
like because you got boxing and it happening today, and it's crazy because that's what's wrong with the sport of boxing. Why it's ceded so much ground to mixed martial arts is that when you get these big time fights, these promoters ruined it. We got Pacquiao Mayweather too when they're both, I think, over 50 years old. Like, are you serious, bro? Like, that's when we get that fight? Like, that's not when we wanted that fight. That's not when we wanted that fight at all. And so it's there, like, that's what's wrong with the sport. And the spectacle that they're going to put on is it's just highlighting that to me. People are going to watch, just like people are going to watch if you guys didn't see it, MMA fight. Gina Carano is fighting
Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Rousey. And so, no hate. I'm not hating at all. I mean, they're doing it as a money grab. People are going to watch, right? But these are this is why UFC is growing in popularity. Like they force the best fighters to fight the best people, and when they're in their prime, and so they make those fights happen. And so, like, unfortunately, we can't get these good things in boxing. It's just unfortunate.
I think the problem is, like you said, like these particular fights are money grabs. Boxing has just become a spectacle. Like everything, Jake Paul. Anytime Jake Paul has a fight, is live on Netflix and it's a big deal. And he goes out and toys with these handpicked guys. I mean, Anthony Joshua
Joshua, yeah.
obliterated him.
Thank
But
you, Lord.
even that, I think he was just toying with him for a few rounds. That should have been over after the first round.
Oh,
But
yeah, absolutely.
like even with the Clarissa Shields fight I watched the other night, that lady didn't seem like she had any business being in the ring with Clarissa Shields. Like She looked like she was way past her prime. Like Clarissa Shields is only 30 years old. First of all, I thought she was a little bit older than that. But the lady she was fighting, and I hate to say this because I'm like 3-4 years older than her, but she was 38 years old, and she looked every bit of 38 years old in the ring. Like that fight is like there was a time where being heavyweight champ of the world in boxing was like the thing to be. Who can tell me who the heavyweight champ is right now?
Men's.
Yeah,
I can't tell you, bro. And for which of the 17 belts?
Yeah.
that too. It's just watered down. It's like
Eh.
I, I don't
Isn't
know.
it the British dude?
Is it
Bro,
Joshua?
why
Huh?
did my head go to Klitschko? I'm there like, yo, that was a while
Bruh,
ago.
that was one of the first names that popped up in my head too. And I'm like, he's probably been retired for 15 years.
Right. Wasn't it
Yeah,
that dude from like Ireland, the chubby dude, the Gypsy King? What was the Gypsy King's
Tyson
name?
Fury.
Nope. Not
Fury.
yeah, Fury. It's not though. It's actually Alexander Usyk.
Who?
I promise.
Who?
I promise you, if a boxing, if any one of our friends from a Hope Christian Fellowship outside of this group were here, I promise you they would know. You ask Jamma, you ask Dave Vargas Jr., you ask Hume, you ask
Okay,
anyone,
but here's the
you ask
thing:
Jesus, they're gonna know.
you gotta be deep in the weeds to know that. Like there was a time where regular person watching ESPN would know who Lennox Lewis was, or Evander Holyfield, or Mike
Right.
Tyson.
Yeah.
You said what's his name? I just forgot his name. You said it
Alexander
30
Usyk, but
seconds ago.
he's actually a pretty big name. He's unified in all the heavyweight belts. Kind of crazy.
Good for him. Congratulations, bro.
I should have said something real sarcastic when you asked that question. Like, did Jake Paul just get his title taken? You know what I mean? Like something like mad sarcastic. But anyways, we move on. All right, let's jump into the roundup, fellas. Weekly roundup. U.S. men and women strike gold. Believe it or not, this was the talk of the town, man. Immediately after this happened, everybody was talking hockey.
Try to tell y'all, man.
Bruh, this was huge. Like, so the women have done this. Like, them winning. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a big deal, but the men haven't won gold since the Miracle on Ice before three of us were born. Dave might have been at the game. A little more
I
seasoned.
wasn't at the game, bro.
You was watching it live though. You
I was,
screaming
bro.
with Al Michaels, like,
I
yes,
sure
I
was.
believe in miracles, Al. Um,
Yeah, I was watching
yeah,
with my pops and my uncle Harold, man.
He
yeah.
ain't right.
So like
He ain't
this is a big deal. Like, not only did we win gold, but we beat Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And a
I was
national hero was born,
my man in
Jack
the
Hughes.
third period got his grill rearranged and then scored the overtime goal. That's the stuff that legends are made of. Like he's running around swallowing his own blood, and then he comes out. And hockey players are different, man. Like I think about soccer players and they get swiped with a shoelace in the calf, and it's like, oh, I got sniped. This dude got his face smacked with a stick and picked his teeth up, went and dumped them on the sideline, and then came back out for the 3-on-3. Okay, how do hockey fans feel about the 3-on-3?
Bro, it's listen, man. It's like the 3-on-3 is like the
The Ghost Runner?
defensive 3 second. You know what I'm saying? Ask any NBA fan if they like the defensive 3 second rule. They can't. They hate
Uh-huh.
it. Right? You feel what I'm saying? Most baseball players. Now listen. Don't get me wrong. Like I know it saves time, but I'm a purist. I hate the phantom runner on second base in overtime games. Yes, it makes the game go fast, but I hate it. So that's how hockey fans feel about the 3-on-3. I think the 3-on-3. I'm a casual, bro. I just came into the sport to watch it. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I'm gonna keep it real. I hate it. Just as a casual, somebody that's coming brand new into the sport, I don't like it. I think that what they do is I don't and the natural progression is this: you 3 periods, you do an overtime period, shootout. it should say something to you that they don't do it in the finals. They don't do it in the playoffs and in the finals. So why would you do it in the regular season? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And then in the Olympics, like, but again, they're trying to grab people like me, the casuals, to come in and be like, "Oh, that's dope." But I'm smarter than that, and I see how they're robbing the sanctity of this game by putting something gimmicky in there like that. I'm too smart of a casual fan to see how dumb this is. That's basically what it boils down to.
See, and I think I'm on the other side of that. I was watching that, and it's like, yo, the puck is moving. There's more attacks on goal. I hate watching hockey and not knowing when I'm going to see. I've had plenty of times, soccer too. I'll watch and I'm watching, and I watched 89% of the game, and I'll get up to grab a drink of water, and I hear the announcer scream "goal," and
Right.
it's like I just missed. I missed what I was looking for. But with the 3-on-3, I'm watching it, and it was like they scored a goal within the first 5 minutes or so.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah,
it's,
they did. It was like
it's
it was
exciting.
within the first 3 minutes. I think it was like a minute and some change.
Yeah, that part is like do I
But
want it to be the whole game? No, not necessarily. But I that part of the game, it was like, all right, it's faster moving, less guys on the ice, so you can move around more. The U.S. was on the verge of like Canada was about to go on a 2-0 break.
yeah,
Like
they were.
this goalie was about to be in trouble, and then defensive play, we're going the other way, 3-on-1, bing bang boom, goal. Like the
Yeah,
puck is moving, and you hear the I don't know, the sounds of hockey are dope to me, like the skating on the ice and
crazy man.
passes and when it's hitting the puck and just to watch everything go and move as smoothly as it was during that 3-on-3. I liked it.
The
I
thing,
can see where purists don't like it though, because it gets to the point where you're not playing the game. It's like college football. You playing a full field for 4 quarters and then you get to overtime and it's like, all right, start on the 25,
right,
try to score. That's not football anymore. So
right.
I can see where the
So,
purists don't like it.
so for me, like the way I see it is, you put 3-on-3 out there, people forget about the line changes. The game is so beautiful, man, and it's so graceful that people don't even notice half the time that they're doing line changes. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Fresh bodies coming on. And it's not like they're out there 5-10 minutes, man. You know what I'm saying? They're
Oh yeah,
doing
they're
line
going
changes like
45-second
every couple of
bursts.
minutes. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
so when you have a 3-on-3, you're looking at it's a faster tempo game. Guys are going to gas out more. You're going to have more line changes, and that's the way I see it. But for me, the beauty of watching a game when you're like still really new to it is you're still learning the nuances. You're learning the positions and what they do. You know what area certain players are responsible for, how do they set up offenses, that type of thing. The biggest thing for me is knowing when there's icing and when there's not. I think that there's purists out there that still are like, what is icing? You
yeah,
think you know what it is until you get a bunch of refs out there that never call it or call it when it's not icing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
for
Getting
me,
me
like
hungry. I'm thinking about cookies.
for me, for me,
Facts.
for
Facts.
me, man, I'm like, I just when the game is going on, even if there's not a lot of scoring, I'm watching to learn the rules. Like, and I'm trying to catch those little nuances so I learn the game. And so, the more that's going on, the more action is there's more for me to learn. And so, when they do the 3-on-3, man, I just think it takes some of that away, and it just focuses all the attention on these three guys going, just going ham and doing whatever they can to score. So, I don't know. I'm just from somebody who's fresh into the sport, I do not like 3-on-3 at all.
Gotcha.
I appreciate your guys' take on hockey, but this is probably why I will watch the next big hockey game. This bill right here.
Let's go. USA. USA.
The bacon is just ham. Thank you. She literally said it for the rest
Someone
of
had to
all
say
of
it.
us. She said it for the whole
Bro,
world.
we've been saying it. They just not listening.
Well, they gotta listen now. It's been on. It's televised for the whole world to see. It's not bacon. It's
I'm just
ham.
saying when I get a McMuffin with ham,
Right.
it's Canadian bacon.
Oh gosh,
Canadian bacon, man.
fire him.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Facts.
so did anybody
So
else watch the hockey game? PZ, did you watch it at all?
I tell you what, I enjoy the fact I watched some of the highlights. I didn't watch the game. I enjoy the fact that this is the equivalent of like if the CFL championship team beat the championship or beat the Super Bowl winner in the NFL. Is they're like, bro, this is our sport. We invented this. This is what we're good at. You know, and we just ripped their heart out. And for me, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for every second of it.
The interesting part about this,
USA, let's go.
the interesting part about this is all throughout Canada's team, you got a bunch of players that play for American teams.
Yeah.
And all throughout the U.S. team, you got a bunch of players that play for the Canadian team. So it's like, what's that dynamic going to be like when these guys from Team USA go back and play for their home team in Canada? Are they going to get booed? I want to see what that's going to be like.
It's interesting.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's hockey. So
Sports.
Speaking of weird, Indiana Bears.
yeah,
As you guys may know, Dave and I are Indianapolis Colts fans. And on the Colts page, they had a little meme. Was there like, bro? They had a picture of Daniel Jones side by side with Caleb Williams. Who do you think is the best team in Indiana? And I'm there like, I ain't ready for it. I'm not ready for it. It's too soon. But like, listen, in the news, the Hammond, Indiana, voted to they essentially approved the budget of $1 billion to build a stadium that will attract the Chicago Bears from Chicago to Indiana. And if you're looking at it, like, I mean, a lot of people that don't know geography probably don't know this. Hammond, Indiana is not very far from Chicago.
No.
That is a half an hour drive.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I commute longer than that to work every morning. That is a nothing burger, folks. What is a long commute is the Chicago Bears to the Indianapolis Colts. That's at least a 2 hour and 50-minute drive, right? But even that is not very long. If the Bears move to Indiana, they will not lose their diehard fans. I don't think. I don't see them losing it. A half an hour drive is not enough to sway their fans from going to watch them. Guys, are we looking at the Bears leaving the state of Illinois?
Let me ask you this question first. Let me ask you this first. Are the Jets the New Jersey Jets or the New York Jets?
Thank you.
Bingo, bango. I was going to say the same thing, bro.
they'll always be the New Jersey Jets to me.
I mean, yo, only team in New York is
The Buffalo Bills, man.
Buffalo Bills.
So
Say
here you
it.
go. There's Chicago, Illinois, and like you said, about a 30-minute drive southeast is Hammond, Indiana.
Y'all killing me with putting that S on.
Thank you,
Illinois.
man. I was about to say, man, y'all sound like some casuals, man. Illinois.
Y'all killing me with
I
that.
was just about to say that, Zeke. Y'all really listen, man.
Y'all making a bunch of Illinois
y'all
with
definitely
that.
gonna get thrown in jail if y'all say Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
You know where you are, son? I'm in Illinois.
Josh, no, you didn't. Just hit him with the Scruff McGruff.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
60652. Oh, snap. Bars. Chris, you look lost. I know you know that jingle, man.
Scruff,
Bro, you know what? Not to switch up, but you know what? I was looking at when I was looking at the geography of it all, is that when you look at where Hammond is, it's side by side to Gary, Indiana.
Yes,
Who
it is.
knows what made Gary, Indiana famous?
Jermaine Jackson.
Close, not quite. There was two other people in the family you could have said that would have been
Joe
the right
Jackson.
answer.
Tito.
Joe Jackson.
No,
Reeby. Latoya.
Michael Jackson and Janet, the very, very eloquent Janet.
He couldn't say beautiful
Joe Jackson.
last week. He
Of
said
Super Bowl
Johnny was
infamy.
beautiful.
Joe whipped them kids into shape, man.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
Literally,
Dean Joe, Daddy Joe.
go get a switch. What?
But yeah, man, I think this is a legit possibility. They were talking about it on one of the sports shows that the tax incentives are very much so in the state of Indiana's favor for the owners of the Chicago Bears to seriously give it some thought, and they can get out of Chicago, which is becoming more and more of a war zone. And listen, people for the longest have called Chicago Chirac. I mean, how many of you guys feel comfortable taking your kids into that area? You know what I mean? And so you might actually see a bump in people attending games. Who knows? Who knows? It's a
Up in Rochester,
possibility.
it can't be that much different.
Listen, so the point I was making with the whole Jets, you know, Jets and matter of fact, the Jets
Jets and
and
Giants.
the Giants. Okay,
Right. They play in the same
the
stadium.
whole point was who.
Lions.
At the end of the day, man, like we like to get on the New York teams and say you guys are really New Jersey teams, and we do it as a joke. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? Does it matter if the Bears end up playing in Indiana or not? It doesn't. It really doesn't, man. And the thing is, the people who are gonna get like bent out of shape, it's all sentiment for them. They're being sentimental about it. It's like your team could get a brand new stadium to play in. You could stop playing in that dump of a stadium called Soldier Field, right? That they've been playing in for like I don't know how
Walter
long.
Payton played on those fields, man.
Right. It's a tundra, bro. It's like it's ridiculous. So just be happy that your team could get a new stadium. Yes, it might be across the border, whatever. You already got two teams in New York that are doing that. Who cares, man? Who really cares? I couldn't care.
Bro, I mean, say what you want about Soldier Field, but it's MetLife Stadium, the newer stadium, that's getting everyone's Achilles snapped. But I digress. All right, let's keep it moving, fellas. Rest in peace was the headline to ESPN because they're going to a women's sports Sundays. So apparently, they're not going to do this obviously in the NFL season. Probably just over the summer, right? They're going to be going to all women's sports on Sundays.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't care less, man. To be honest with you, they're
I don't
tanking.
watch ESPN now, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna make me not watch ESPN.
It's tanking anyway, man. That whole network is a joke.
Okay, well there you have it. In other news, WNBA players are they getting paid? And so essentially, they came out with a headline the other day that after they did the analysis, ending stats, that they had enough in revenue share to be able to give every single WNBA team $8 million in revenue sharing. Do we have that picture,
I don't
or
think so.
are we just sticking with the bacon? Your bacon is just ham,
Nah, man. There's a picture.
bro. We just trolling Canada. We just trolling them.
You don't see that
8 million
picture
for
up there?
players.
I had
Yeah,
to, I
I
had
see
to,
it.
I had to hide it.
Okay, cool. So that was the unlocks 8 million for players. But I think probably what's interesting about this is that if all you have is $8 million per, and granted it's per team. I
No, it's
think
not per team.
it is per team.
Yeah, it is. Teams will receive a pot of $8 million to be dispersed among players.
Yeah.
No, all 13 teams are splitting 8 million.
No, it's per team.
No, it's not, man. They're not getting $8 million per team. They're splitting $8 million between the 13 teams.
Man, if that's correct, that's I
I'm not.
well
I wouldn't lie to you, bro. I would not lie to you. They are not getting $8 million each. Each team is gonna end up with $615,000.
The 13 teams will receive a total of 8 million from the
well Yahoo posted it wrong because on Yahoo stats it wasn't showing that. Okay, well I believe you. So $8 million, that's even less. I mean, but what does that tell you? It's like every single WNBA player wants to be a millionaire, and heck, they're gonna have to fight each other for it because someone is gonna have to work for
Listen,
minimum wage. They want to do it.
listen, they got to start somewhere, right? This is the first time that they've ever made money in a season. So,
Off
and
to a good
how
start
old is
then.
the WNBA? Like 30 some years old. And this is the
Yeah.
first time they've made money. So, uh, look, I'm gonna say this: congratulations to the ladies, y'all making some significant strides. Don't try to bite off too much in these negotiations because you will definitely kill the momentum. Um,
Well
yeah,
said. Well said. All right. I think that's all we have, right? Or is there anything else on that?
Oh no, there's one more important thing.
All right, pull it up. Yankees
CC
retiring CC Sabathia. Okay, go CC.
Carson Charles Sabathia.
All right.
That's dope.
That is dope. That dude, man, that he's like a throwback. Like when you think of aces, like what he did for Milwaukee when he came over in that pennant
Oh
race.
yeah, that was ridiculous.
They traded for my man. My man got Cy Young votes in the American League and National League that year. That's how dominant he was. And he was one of those give me the ball type. We were talking about availability earlier.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was one of those dudes where if it was a big game and his arm wasn't falling off his shoulder, he wanted the ball and he was going to go out there and perform.
He went on.
And
He went on like 2 days rest, didn't he? In the playoffs.
yeah, yeah, and like if you look at his story, he overcame a lot. And I know Dave, you talked about his Hall of Fame speech and how he gave credit to the village of women that he had in his life that supported him throughout all of that. And now you look at him and he's all over. I see him on MLB Network. He's working with the youth. You see him on the commercials with all the kids. He's definitely giving back to the game. And easily he became one of my favorite players in retirement. He was one of those dudes where I didn't like him because, he was pitching for the Yankees, and the only time I root for the Yankees is when they're playing against the Mets. So, but yeah, shout out to CC. This is dope. You get your name, you get a plaque out there in Monument Park. That's something huge.
All right, fellas. Well,
Hey, one
another
more
good.
thing. One more thing. Chris, you'll like this. It's me and Straw, man. My wife sent me
Oh,
this.
there you go. That's what's up.
That's me and Straw, man. I can't remember what year this was. I think this was like 2015 or 2016, man. Straw came to our church. It was dope, man. I got to spend some time with him, man, and just kind of kick it with him and talk to him about baseball and stuff.
Is
He
that
has
fair?
a new book out too, man. That first book right there, Straw. Y'all should check that book out. That's a really good book. But he's a pastor now, man, which is amazing. And he's changing a lot of people's lives, man. He was talking about how a lot of people don't mess with him, because, he would come back for the old timer games and he would see people and they would say, oh, when do you put the gimmick down, man? And he's like, it's not a gimmick, man. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am. And then it just started to show him who the real people were that rock with him and who the people were who were just around him, because he was Straw. So shout out to Daryl Strawberry, man. He's doing some great things. I wish I had the title of his book in front of me, but if you guys can pick up that book right there, Straw, it's a really good book. It's about his life growing up in South Central LA.
Nice.
I wonder if I put him up in
Strawberry
that.
shared a head nod in the Orlando airport. He gave me that look like, don't blow my cover. I was like, I got you, man, but I see you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I saw. Because if you're a baseball fan, you know when you see Straw.
Absolutely.
I just finished checking my bags, and I'm walking to the gate, and I see him walking the other way. I was like, he gave me the look. I was like, he said, yeah, I just met Daryl Strawberry. Yeah.
Kinda.
Hey, ain't no kinda. We shared a moment. A bro nod with Daryl Strawberry is legit.
No doubt, man. So yeah, his book is called Another Life, man. Check it out. It's I'm gonna be picking it up, man. So I can't wait to read it. So Peasy, back to you.
Cool. All right. Well, if you guys hung in there with us this long, we appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys all next week on the Opps SportsCast. Deuces.
Deuces.
Peace.
Oh.